Hello. I told you I'd come back and tell you what happened about the last incident that I told you about. Was about the guy that was hanging up around the chicken coop kissing all the girls. And then, of course, I decided I would go get the eggs. So here's what happened. It was about 2 weeks ago I started going out to collect the eggs just to protect the other girls. I thought they could stay in and scrub the floors instead, and I'd take that job for a while. But I got out there with my basket, and I put my basket down on the straw, and I looked around, and I heard a rustling behind me, and I'm telling you, I was some scared. And sure enough, there he was, hiding in the corner in the shadows. And he come out and he come toward me, and I thought I should have brought a weapon, but I just wasn't thinking clearly, I guess. So I took a Kleenex out of my pocket, and I was gonna maybe just shake it at him. Maybe it would get him to run away or something. And I thought it would scare him, because I wasn't going to be another victim of his to get kissed on the lips. And he still kept coming towards me, and I threw the Kleenex right at his face, and it didn't even do a thing. It didn't even scare him. And he grabbed me around and hugged me and gave me a kiss right on the lips. And I'm telling you now, this went on for 2 weeks as I collect the eggs. And then last night I went out, and he wasn't even there. So he got all that free kissing for 2 weeks, kissing me on the mouth, and I'm still not married. Well, I hope he got a lump of coal in his stocking for Christmas. But anyways, now the girls are all acting funny with me and kind of shunning me a little bit and saying, "We never noticed you to ever wear any perfume, Hilda, so what's with the perfume? And we noticed you're right on time going out to collect those eggs." And I said, after all my protecting for you, and I sacrificed my own self for going out there, and there you're treating me and accusing me. Why, I'm telling you, it was just so traumatic to me when this fellow was doing this all that time, that even if I just sit and think about it and remember it, it just makes me feel terrible. Well, I don't even think I'll think about it anymore. So now, the problem now is that I've only heard that there's a man out hiding in the hog barn now. And apparently he's doing worse than just kissing. This story is just like another episode of The Edge of Night. That's what we could call it when I tell you all my news. It's just a new episode of The Edge of Night. The Edge of Night continues with Hilda. But anyways, back to this latest rumor I heard. It was in the hog barn, and he's been doing worse than kissing. He's been turning around and exposing his buttocks. Now that is something. I'll tell you, if I went out there and took one look at those buttocks, I'd know. Wasn't sure if it's him or not. Again, the same guy behind the chicken coop, but of course I'd have no way of recognizing his buttocks. I don't know what people are thinking. It's not like I ever saw the buttocks or anything anyways, but I think from now on I better maybe be the one to go and slop the hogs, because once again it's got to be stopped. There's got to be a stop put to them. And now about these girls, which one of them was the one in the beginning that farted in the kitchen when we were cleaning up, and it was just awful. It was awful, and I get teary-eyed, more upset over that than the chicken coop business. And it's the fact that whoever did it wouldn't own up to it. And the other day I went in there, and I went into the pantry, and there was that smell again, and I thought, well, at least whoever it is limiting it down into the pantry instead of letting it waft all around the kitchen when we're preparing the food. It's just, I don't know what to do about that. There's just so much going on. I like to just stay in my room when I can, just to keep to myself. And then that remark about me wearing the perfume, I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee and just sit here and think about my plan about getting out there to slop those hogs. And I think at this time I'd take a big mop with me. Maybe that would be something like a weapon or that, you know, because I don't know if I could bear anymore. That 2 weeks was a long 2 weeks. But I guess all things have to come to an end sometime. Well, I better get busy and go on about my work.